Any fitness advice for others?
The biggest thing I learned was diet.
What's your diet looks like?
I eat clean. I really don't eat a lot of unhealthy stuff.
How many times do you work out on a weekly basis?
Anywhere from 2 to 5.
Excuse me, brother.
Yes, sir.
You look really fit. Any fitness advice for others?
The biggest thing I learned was diet. Like, you can eat ice cream and pizza and stuff, but as long as you're doing the work and it's not every day.
So, what's your diet plan? What do you eat?
A lot of eggs. I just quit smoking weed, which has been like something I've struggled with. I just stopped. So now like I have to force myself. So eggs pack everything. Nutrients, protein. I make the eggs good with a little seasoning. I have like garlic pepper and parsley. That's all you need. And then Himalayan salt. And then I eat a lot of fruits. So protein and fruits is my thing.
And how do you avoid cravings for sweet food or unhealthy food?
That's a great question. The fruits. I get all my juices from, I get the oranges, strawberries. Sometimes I put granola in my fruit yogurt, but fruits is my cheat thing now. At night, if I crave, I don't go for the ice cream anymore. I eat a lot. I eat like 4 peaches, but it works.
And how many times do you work out on a weekly basis?
It kind of just changed since I just stopped smoking. So it's kind of like I'm trying to find the balance. I train, regularly. But like workout, you mean? Like twice a week now, not much. But I go hard when I do it. 40 minutes at my house, and then I eat right after. Eating's important. You can do everything. But if you're not eating right, our body needs fuel, like a car. You could have a 600 horsepower car, but if you don't have oil and gas,
It won't work.
you know what I'm saying?
How many grams of protein do you try to hit every day?
I weigh like 156 right now, and I eat about 120 grams a day, which is like, takes work, and I don't do protein shakes and stuff. So like I eat a lot of eggs, and then I love like shrimp and steak. I just throw those on the skillet. Seasoned avocado, fruit. My meals look like caveman meals, just on a plate.
You mentioned you used to smoke. Do you think people can't build body when they smoke? What's your advice to people who smoke?
To be honest, yeah, you can, if you're disciplined, I was actually bigger when I was smoking. I lost weight because I was eating more. But, with that comes, I wasn't disciplined. I was eating a lot of like BS, like ice cream and stuff. So, and then like cheese, pizza and cheeseburgers are my weakness. So yeah, you'll look bigger, but like you won't be tight. You know what I mean? You'll just be yoked. So now I'm finally cut, which is what, as a fighter, you need to do. I do kickboxing, MMA, so you have to be cut.
How did you overcome smoking? Any advice for people who want to quit smoking?
You have to replace it with something, man. I stopped smoking. I don't mean to get like therapy but I stopped smoking because I realized I was isolating and I wasn't connecting with humans around me. And that's what life's about, man. I don't mean to sound corny, but it's true. I was just living an empty life. I was just blasted out of my mind every day and just like chill with my lone life. Everything looked good on paper. Like I have money and I have a car and I have a nice place, but there's no connection. So you have to replace it. So now I'm just involving myself with my people. I'm like answering the phone now and talking to people. Because I'm always like, when you're high, you don't want to like really talk to your parents or your friends. So yeah, you have to fill the void. So I chose people and training.
Congratulations, man. Really loved it.
Thank you, man.
You look really fit. What's your fitness advice for others?
Just eat well. Eggs and steak, baby. Eggs and steak.
And how's your breakfast, lunch, and dinner look like?
At the moment, not too good.
And how many times do you work out on a weekly basis?
Can be anywhere from 2 to 5.
And do you only go to gym or do you combine different workouts?
I run sometimes, play a bit of sports, team sports and whatnot.
What's your favorite exercise?
Do you know what paddle is?
What's your advice for beginners like me who's just trying to get into fitness?
Steak and eggs.
How do you avoid craving for unhealthy or sugar?
Eat steak and eggs.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work in finance.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much, man. Excuse me, brother. You look really fit. What is your fitness advice for others?
Fitness doesn't have to be a chore. If you feel like it's something really hard for you to do, like let's say you find a new fitness routine, right? And you're doing it, and let's say give it like a week or two, and like you don't start enjoying it, you don't start looking forward to it, you're doing the wrong thing, okay? Because think about how many different ways there are to work out in the world, right? Play basketball, play soccer, go to the gym and lift, right? You go for a run, you could join a gym, there's yoga, there's millions of ways. My biggest tip for people who want to get in shape is you find the one that doesn't feel like working out. Everybody's special, everybody's different. All I'm gonna say is find the one that works for you. Just keep trying different things and one day you'll find one where you're like, wow, I really enjoyed that. That didn't feel like working out. That's the one you should do.
And were you always fit or did you start later in the life?
No, I was a chubby kid. And then my mom put me into wrestling. And I always used to watch like Dragon Ball Z and different things like that as a kid. And it felt fun, right? Because I got to fight. And that's what got me excited about fitness. It was because of doing wrestling that I started falling in love with it. And now I do everything.
So what's your workout routine look like? How many times do you hit gym every week?
So now I used to train 6 days a week, sometimes 2 to 3 hours. So that used to be like 12 to 18 hours a week, but I realized that was too much. See, a lot of people work out, they don't even realize that they're working out to deal with their own stress and anxiety, because there comes a point where there's too much working out and you're not getting any benefit. So this is gonna sound crazy, but I really only lift 3 hours every week now. I only work out 3 days a week, each one for about an hour, and I'm getting stronger than I've ever been. Mind you, I used to work out 18 hours a week. Now I cut it down 15 hours and I'm getting more improvement.
And what's your favorite exercise?
My favorite way to work out would be basketball. I've been doing a lot of that to get my cardio right, because you have the strength, which is lifting, and I enjoy it. It's really fun. But basketball is exactly like what I was saying before. Like, I don't really see it as working out because I'm enjoying it. My mind isn't working out, my mind is winning. So that's my favorite way to work out.
And then what's your diet looks like?
I eat clean, meaning that I really don't eat a lot of unhealthy stuff, but mainly for the reason when you're as in tune with your body as I am, you realize how bad it actually makes you feel. Like, I don't feel energetic. I don't feel happy. I feel depressed. I feel slower. I feel tired. So with that in mind, I kind of eat very much. This is my girlfriend, by the way. She's amazingly fit too. She cooks a lot for us. Tell them what you cook.
Yeah, I'd love to know what's your advice
Sure.
on diet specifically.
Very simple. The simpler the better. We eat a lot of protein, right? Vegetables, simple stuff like split pea soup with chicken or oxtail. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Vegetable juices, raw salad, pasta, lots of chicken. He's a meat lover, but also vegetable and fruit lover.
We have a lot of ginger and spicy like peppers in our diet. Like, we have a lot of jalapenos, habaneros, like spicy food, because that actually has an added benefit of boosting your metabolism. So ingesting that will allow you to burn more calories during the day. Like, your body is actually like a furnace, right? Like, your body's a furnace, and putting like spicy food will actually make that fire grow bigger and help you burn calories.
And what is your fitness routine? How many times do you work out on a weekly basis?
So I kind of like today we worked out together. My routine is similar to my boyfriend's, but a little bit different because my goal is not to look like a man. But I want to be fit and I want to be slender and fit, and I like to feel good. So I agree with him. But for me, it's more Zumba yoga here and there, not all the time. I used to do the same thing, doing a lot, and I did look a lot thinner, but it's almost too much. And now with the legs focusing, I want to grow my butt, slim the waist, the typical desire for a lot of women. So 1 hour a week dedicated to the glutes, 1 hour a week dedicated to the legs, and overall eating. So I'm satisfied. I don't like to feel deprived, but actually deprivation.
Intermittent fasting is one of the greatest tools I've found for people who want to lose body fat, right? Because it's like, when you wake up, usually most people, you're hungry, but you realize that's just a trained response because you've done it all your life. If you can just try to fast in the morning, like wake up, have water, and then maybe have some caffeine, because caffeine acts as an appetite suppressant, you'll be surprised. After doing that for just a few days, your body will get accustomed and you won't get hungry till like 1 or 2 p.m. And in that way, you're only going to be having like 2 meals as opposed to 3. And that makes a big difference.
And I'm a vegetarian. What's your advice for vegetarians to hit that 80-90 gram of protein every day?
Go for food sources that are high in protein but not comes from animals. Good ones are lentils, right? Chickpeas, tofu, right? Split pea, yeah, absolutely. Fish is an amazing source,
And
right?
lots of seeds. That's another thing I forgot to
Seed,
mention.
yeah.
Lots of pumpkin seeds and lots of vegetable oils. Pumpkin seed oil, which is kind of hard to get, but it's there. Flaxseed oil, definitely olive oil,
Yeah.
but coconut oil, all oils of vegetable source, so dense in nutrients, and seeds and raw nuts that we soak and make milks out of those, and then use it as a base for the oatmeal, that kind of stuff. Diet can be so abundant that you don't have to resort to meat.
I would say to anybody Indian watching, try and go a little bit heavier on the, like I said, the chickpeas, the lentils, the vegetable side, and try and stay away from the naan. Try and stay away from, not stay away from the naan or the rice, but just definitely have less and focus more on like the beans or the legumes and the actual vegetables. And just that alone will help you lose weight.